Hello, Johnson Controls. It is good to be back in Holland, Michigan, at a time when Americans are rightly focused on our economy, when Americans are asking about what's our path forward. All of you are providing a powerful answer and start making things here in America that are sold all around the world. You cannot bet against the American worker. Don't bet against American ingenuity, because we are a country of unmatched freedom where groundbreaking ideas flourish. There is nothing wrong with our country. There is something wrong with our politics. We know there are things we can do right now that will help accelerate growth and job creation. We can do some things right now that'll make a difference. We know there are things we have to do to erase a legacy of debt that hangs over the economy. But time and again, we've seen partisan brinksmanship get in the way, as if winning the next election is more important than fulfilling our responsibilities to you and to our country. It didn't happen because we don't have the capacity to pay our bills. It happened because Washington doesn't have the capacity to come together and get things done. It was a self-inflicted wound. That's why people are frustrated. Maybe you're hearing my voice. That's why I'm frustrated, because you deserve better. You guys deserve better. All of you, from the CEO down, are working hard, taking care of your kids or your parents, maybe both. You're living within your means. You may be trying to save for your child's college education or saving for retirement. You're donating to the church or the food pantry. You're trying to help the community. You're doing your part. You're living up to your responsibilities. It's time for Washington to do the same, to match your resolve and to match your decency and to show the same sense of honor and discipline. That is not too much to ask. That's what the American people are looking for. So let's think about it. What made this possible? The most important part is you, your drive, your work ethic, your ingenuity, your management. Now, there are more steps that we can take to help this economy growing faster. There are things we can do right now that will put more money in your pockets, will help businesses sell more products around the world, will put people to work in Michigan and across the country. The only thing keeping us back is our politics. The only thing preventing these bills from being passed is the refusal of some folks in Congress to put country ahead of party. There's some in Congress right now who would rather see their opponents lose than see America win. Rather see their opponents lose than see America win. And that has to stop. It's got to stop. We're supposed to all be on the same team, especially when we're going through tough times. We can't afford to play games. Not right now. Not when the stakes are so high for our economy. And if you agree with me, it doesn't matter if you're a Democrat or a Republican or an independent, you've got to let Congress know. You've got to tell them you've had enough of the theatrics. You've had enough of the politics. Stop sending out press releases. Start passing some bills that we all know will help our economy right now. That's what they need to do. They've got to hear from you. Tell Congress to get past their differences and send me a road construction bill so that companies can put tens of thousands of people to work right now building our roads and bridges and airports and seaports. I mean, think about it. America used to have the best stuff. We've got a lot of Americans driving Kias and Hyundais. I want folks in Korea driving Fords and Chevys and Chryslers. I'd like to see that. I want to see billions of dollars more products sold around the world, stamped with 3 words: Made in America. Made in America. Tell Congress we've got hundreds of thousands of bright, talented, skilled Americans who are returning home from Iraq and Afghanistan. And I've proposed connecting those veterans looking for work with businesses that need their skills. You've got 24-year-olds and 25-year-olds that are leading platoons and handling equipment that's worth tens or hundreds of billions of dollars, and they come back here and they can't find a job. Let's put them to work. These are things we can do right now. And I'm going to keep at it until every single American who wants a job can find one. That's how we can fund the infrastructure and the technology that will help us win the future. We can't ask the people in this room, working families, middle-class families, to bear the entire burden. We're not going to balance our budgets on the back of middle-class and working people in this country. Everybody's got to do their part. Everybody's got to do their part. Everybody's got to chip in. And that means closing tax loopholes for billionaires before we cut college loans for young people. That means ending government subsidies for oil and gas companies that are doing very well before you cut health care for seniors. It means making sure that the biggest corporations pay their fair share in taxes before we gut the investments in technology and clean energy that made this factory a reality. These are things we could be doing right now. That's how we can jumpstart this economy and speed up the recovery and get more folks working while making sure that we get our fiscal house in order. We can do both. The problem is not that we don't have answers. The problem is that folks are playing political games, playing political games, playing political games, playing political games. We've got a long way to go. We didn't get into this mess overnight. It's going to take time to get us out. That's the truth. That's what Congress should be doing. Go back home, listen to people's frustrations with all the gridlock. Listen to how frustrated folks are with the constant bickering and the unwillingness to compromise and the desire to score points even if it's at the expense of our country. And if they're listening hard enough, maybe they'll come back to Washington ready to compromise and ready to create jobs and ready to reduce our deficit, ready to do what you sent them there to do. We've got a lot of work to do. And the only way we will get it done is if everybody, Democrats and Republicans, find a way to put country ahead of party. That's what I'm fighting for. I'm here to enlist you in that fight. You've got to hold everybody accountable. Because if we can come together and find common ground, there is no stopping the United States of America. There is no holding us back. We can strengthen this economy, and we can put our nation back to work, and we can lead the world in growing industries, and we will make it through these economic storms and reach calmer waters stronger than we were before. Thank you very much, everybody. God bless you. You cannot bet against the American work. 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 The only thing keeping us back is our politics.